Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to another video. Today's video I'm going to be covering 20 things that I have learned over the last 55 days. I am now 55 days sober. Can you believe it? No, you probably can't. I can't believe it either. If you asked me, would I be able to do 55 days sober when I was living in Ibiza last year, I would have told you to F off. It would have been physically impossible. But we're here now and I am literally 10 times the man I was in Ibiza. I literally feel unstoppable. I have so much momentum. I'm super consistent. I'm super disciplined, and I'm honestly really proud of myself. So 55 days sober. If I didn't have a couple of drinks over Christmas, a few Christmas cervezas, then I would now probably be 85 days sober. But it doesn't matter. I learned a lesson from them Christmas beers, and do I regret them? Yes, they were not worth it. So this is my honest personal experience. I've noted down 20 things over the last kind of month and a half, and I just want to quickly cover them in today's video. I had already filmed a video this morning, which was going to be my morning routine. However, I spent a good amount of time filming it and I want to edit it nice. So after this, I have to go for a run, 20-kilometer run. So I'm not going to have time to edit the morning routine. So I'm filming this because I know that I don't really have to edit this. I just need to basically cut out any mistakes and then upload it. So anyway, I'm not going to ramble on. If you're new here, please make sure to subscribe. Leave a thumbs up to support your boy because 55 days sober is a big deal. Please leave a comment down below if you have any more questions or if you need any help on your sober journey. Feel free to message me on Instagram at LouisArmstrong7. So I'm going to read it off my list that I have curated over the last little while. So number 1 is extreme mental clarity. Now, that's obviously a good thing, but as a byproduct of that, number 2 is extreme overthinking. So for 2 weeks before I started this 30-day YouTube challenge, I was in a state of just, not imposter syndrome, but like just overthinking. Not really anxiety either, but just massively overthinking and overcomplicating everything. And I sat pretty much for 2 weeks and I did nothing. I've been going to the gym every day, I've been running every day, so that's good. But I haven't filmed anything, I haven't picked up the camera. And upon reflection, I was asking myself, what am I going to do with this YouTube channel? Where do I want to take it? Do I want to dive into a niche? Do I want to be a hybrid athlete? Do I want to be a guy who sits down and does these talking videos? What do I want to do? Do I want to do just running videos? Do I want to do just vlogs? Do I want to go and travel? What do I want to do? So having that mental clarity has now allowed me to start thinking more about my life and to reflect upon what I had previously been doing. I feel like when I was drinking alcohol almost every day, alcohol is kind of a numbing agent. Like, I wasn't really thinking too much about my actions or the consequences. I was just doing stuff and drinking and doing stuff and drinking. And I was still making YouTube videos. I was still making content, but there wasn't really much thought going into them. I was kind of just making stuff for the sake of it. And I think you guys could tell that as well. So apologies for that. We are now back to the good videos, I hope. And I hope these videos have a little bit more direction and purpose. So yeah, extreme mental clarity. My mind is so clear at all times, and I'm thinking more about my life, where I want to be in 5 years. I'm thinking more about my goals. I'm thinking more about what am I going to be doing tomorrow. In Ibiza, I was just living every day as it was. See what happens. Don't make any plans. Don't have a schedule. Don't have a routine. And that definitely held me back. Number 3, no days wasted. Now, even if I go out on a Friday night, I wake up on a Saturday and I do the run club on a Saturday. On a Sunday, I wake up early, I tidy the house, I go for a hike. I have no wasted days anymore. I remember in Ibiza when I used to go out on a Thursday, that would lead to a Friday, that would lead to a Saturday, that would lead to a Sunday. Monday I'd feel absolutely terrible, maybe go to DC10, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, and the cycle just repeats. All those days were wasted. It's crazy, I was literally wasting my life away. Now that I'm sober, not a single day is ever wasted. 4, amazing sleeps. As you can see on my Whoop score, like I've had 2 reds since being sober. And that's because one day I massively overtrained, I ran too far, lifted too much, and another time has been because I was eating too much cereal before bed. Don't do that, folks, because that will fuck up your sleep. 5, high sex drive, which of course everyone wants a high sex drive, or do they? But of course a byproduct or a side note to having a high sex drive is number 6, which is high testosterone. So I've been going to the gym, I've been lifting weights, I've been running every day. My physique is the best it's ever been. I have super high energy, I have super high sex drive, I have super strong erections. all of these things are good for men, especially men like me who like to train. Like, my physique honestly has never looked this good in my life, and just having high testosterone elevates your life in so many ways, especially when you are training every day, especially when you need to work hard, especially when you need to please your lady in the bedroom. So high testosterone, high sex drive, definitely two positives. Number 7, more time, más tiempo in Espanol. I used to like clock off around 5 or 6, or after I'd been at the gym, then I'd be like, right, okay, I can have a few beers. And I could still do a little bit of work whilst I was having 1 or 2 beers, but then when I got around to about the 3rd beer, I would literally just close my laptop, shut everything off for the day, and just chill out. And now, this could be seen as a negative, but now I work until I go to bed every single night, and I love that. And Cindy does the same, so Cindy doesn't mind, and I just have so much more time for doing like everything, for creating content, for everything that I do in my life. I have more time. Like, I can go to the gym now at 9 o'clock and do an hour session, then go to the sauna at 10 from 10 till 11, and then come home, and I just have so much time. I love having lots of time, so that's good. 8, saving money. Now, this is true and also not so true, because since I've stopped spending money on alcohol, I still do buy non-alcoholic beers every now and then, and they're actually more expensive, believe it or not, than normal beers, so that's kind of annoying. Maybe there's a gap in the market for some affordable non-alcoholic beers, but I've been rewarding myself with like a new camera that I got recently, new clothes. I've been buying things that I used to buy before I drank every day in Ibiza. So, I mean, I haven't really saved any money, but I've now got more money to buy the things that I've been missing out on over the last couple of years whilst living in Ibiza. Like, I didn't buy one piece of the camera equipment or one piece of new clothing whilst I was in Ibiza. So that says a lot. 9, little to no anxiety. I remember normally after like a 3-day send, waking up on a Monday morning, landlord's texting me because I forgot to pay the payment. It's not that I didn't have money to pay, but I just forgot to pay. I just didn't care about anything. She would have to remind me every month to pay. Like, just waking up and like not wanting to look at my phone because I'd have messages of people being like, Louis, where's this piece of content? We needed this yesterday. Like, all of those things, that just used to give me crippling anxiety, and I used to hate waking up on a Monday morning, especially after a 2-day send, where 2 days of just partying, of course it was amazing. We had amazing times, we had lots of fun, but you just kind of forget about everything, and I'll pick that up on Monday, and then Monday would come around and you just have horrible anxiety. So don't have that anymore, which is really, really good. 10, happier in general and more positive. I personally think that this goes on at number 11 as well, less mood swings. I think alcohol gives you mood swings. Alcohol is a depressant, and I definitely think after the first 2 or 3 beers, you feel super happy, super giddy, and kind of excited. But then depending on what happens, your mood can drastically drop. And if you're not doing anything, or you're not doing anything funny, you just keep having a few more beers, your mood will eventually drop, or you'll be more annoyed by people. Like, that's why people fight and stuff when they're drunk, because their mood changes so vulnerably. So less mood swings, more happy, more positive, consistently. So that's definitely a positive. 12, drunk people are annoying. Don't go to clubs sober. It's not fun. Anyone who says it is lying. That is absolutely 100% true. I've been out a couple of times now, and by the time it gets to 4 a.m, clubs in Madrid are open till like 6 or 7. By the time it gets to 4 a.m, people are drunk and stupid, and I just have to get out there because otherwise someone's going to get a smack in the face. Probably by Cindy, not even me. But yeah, just drunk people, when you're sober, it's not a vibe. So don't force yourself to go out with all your friends just because they're going out and go sober, because I honestly guarantee you will not have a good time. If you're going for social drinks or cocktails on a rooftop or a terrace, then that's good. But if you go into a nightclub, somewhere with loud music, you can't hear anyone, going sober is just not the vibe. 13, more control over how I respond to certain situations. So me and Kevin have a really good quote. I can't remember the exact quote, but basically your response to the stimuli is what predicts who you are as a person, like how you're perceived, basically. And when I used to drink alcohol, I used to be triggered, or I used to react more confidently or stupidly towards certain things, or behave differently because of the alcohol, which I would never have done if I was sober. So again, I'm more self-conscious, more self-aware because of that. 14, it's the fittest I have ever been in my life. Like me and Ronaldo did. Ronaldo took me through my first speed workout on the treadmill the other day, and he's training for a half marathon, and he's properly training. Like every single day of the week is a different workout, and I was like, oh, I'll have a go at the speed workout, and he's like, right, you do it less than me, blah, blah, blah. And by the way, I'm not bragging, guys. And I did the speed workout with him, but I did it at exactly the same speed as him, and I managed just fine. And actually, little bragging point, Ronaldo, if you're watching this, my heart rate was actually lower than Ronaldo's. So I don't know if that's because of the age gap difference or what it is, or I'm just fitter and stronger than you, Ronaldo. I'm joking. Ronaldo's super fit. He's a pro football player in America, so he's super fit. So I am now the fittest I have ever been, and that's because I've been so consistent with the running, with the gym, and because I've not been drinking alcohol, and my sleep has been good. Consistency is the absolute key to everything, to success. Consistency is one thing that I've learned by just turning up every day, doing the same thing every day. You will become successful in whatever it is that you're doing, as long as you're patient. Like my resting heart rate's dropping, my HRV's going up. Like all of these are little just metrics that you can see over the course of 3 months how much they're changing, and it shows that the hard work is paying off. Not drinking alcohol and running every day is paying off. And by the way, you guys know I use Whoop to track all of this stuff. So if you want me to do a more in-detail video going through all the Whoop statistics and metrics and data showing how my health has improved over the last couple of months because of not drinking alcohol and because of training better, then let me know, because that'll be a really good video. And also guys, if you want to buy Whoop, the link will be in the description. This is not a paid sponsorship, I just thought I'd give it a little mention. 15. Most consistent I have ever been with running, gym, work, and YouTube. So, like I just said, consistency is consistency over everything else. Consistency combined with discipline will change your life, 100%. So, that's very good. 16. In some cases, I have been less responsive on WhatsApp and Instagram. After a few years, I always used to feel slightly more emotional and I'd spend more time getting back to people, and now I'm more focused on myself. So that is very true. If I was bored, having a few beers, got my headphones on, sitting in the sun or whatever, I'd go through my WhatsApp and I'd reply to lots of different people, or people that I miss, or people that I'm thinking about, and I'd talk to them after a few beers. And I'd do the same on Instagram. And now that I'm kind of more self-focused and potentially being a little bit more selfish, I don't really reply to that many people that much on WhatsApp or Instagram anymore. And it's not that I'm purposely ignoring anyone, it's that I have so much shit going on in my head that I'm thinking about, that I need to constantly write down in my journal, that I need to constantly write down in my notebook, that I need to constantly share ideas with Joel or Cindy or Mike or whoever, Jake, Ronaldo, that I don't want to get distracted by anyone else. So I am taking this time to be a little bit more selfish and just to put myself first and my own thoughts first. So if I haven't got back to you on WhatsApp, I do apologize. I'm sorry. It's not, don't take it personally. I will get back to you eventually, but yeah, I don't know if that's a positive or a negative, but it's definitely something that I've noticed. 18, my mom and dad have stopped drinking. I don't know if it's because of me, but they were not similar to me in the amount that they drink, but they would probably have a beer or a glass of wine every single night. And they haven't since I stopped at Christmas. They've also done the same. And I don't know if they're in like a little competition with me. I'll never know. My mom and dad don't watch my YouTube, so they'll never see this. But like, yeah, I hope that I've had a positive impact on my mom and dad. And I think like my dad especially will be like, oh, well, if he's doing that, I don't want to let him win. So I'm going to keep up the sober journey too. So very happy for my mom and dad. That's really good. I'm really happy for them. And again, I hope that I'm having a positive influence on as many of you guys as possible. Like, you guys know I love a beer more than anything. I can't wait for my first beer back. I don't know when it's going to be. But again, I need to find that balance. I need to make sure that I earned it. I need to make sure that I deserve it. 19. I have the smallest waist size that I've ever had in my life. I'm like a 30-inch waist now. I just weighed myself. I weighed myself in last night's video that you guys saw, if you watched it, and I was 81.6, which is the lowest I've ever been since I was 18. And then I weighed myself this morning, and I was 80.5 kilograms. The last time I weighed that much, I was 16 or 17. So I'm back to, this is probably the weight that I should be. And I'm fit, I'm strong, I'm agile. Super happy, very happy. All positive vibes. Everything is good. There isn't any negatives. There is no downsides to quitting alcohol. Absolutely none. Of course, it would be a slightly different story if it was the middle of the summer and everyone's in Ibiza having a good time and I'm sat in Madrid on my own. Then it might be different. So again, I have to be careful how I word this. I don't want to As I've said, I will probably go back to drinking at some point, but just not into my old bad ways of drinking. And finally, number 20 is, well, there's actually lots more, but I wanted to keep it to 1920, and I feel like this video is 17 minutes. So there's lots of things that I'm noticing every single day, but they're the main kind of 1920 that I really wanted to focus on in today's video. And I'm sure you can see my face is like, it's not super skinny, my face, but before me and Cindy were watching my old YouTube videos from Ibiza, my face was so chubby and bloated. And I actually watched a video, like, it was Mike's birthday, not this year, but last year. And it's an amazing video. I really enjoyed it. And me and Cindy, it was the day we met. We had the best time ever, but I was so fat and bloated and swollen. Just wasn't a good look. And so the final thought that I'm gonna leave you guys with is a thought that I have every single day. I've got like an angel here and the devil here. And I'm asking myself every single day, when will I go back to drinking alcohol? Is there a specific date? Is there a specific event that I know that I'm gonna drink at? And the answer is no. I think one of the mistakes that I made before Christmas was that I'm gonna do 30 days, and then on the 31st day, I'm gonna have a beer because I deserve it. Whereas now I don't feel like that at all. I don't feel like I want to drink at all. And of course I walk past everyone on the street every day, especially when it's sunny in Madrid, everyone's on the beers, and I look and I'm a little bit jealous. But then I go and have a non-alcoholic beer, and I get the same enjoyment out of that, to be honest. In fact, I get more enjoyment knowing that I'm not gonna do something stupid or say something stupid or feel bad tomorrow. So I do have this constant battle on my back. Like, I know that I'm gonna be in Ibiza this summer with all the boys. Mike's birthday, my birthday, Joel's birthday. Like, the boys I've written in the group are Pasha, May 19th, Pasha, Kind Music. Like, of course I'm gonna go to those events and probably get fucked up. But not super fucked up like how I used to, and not for days on end. I'm just gonna go and have a good time like all normal people do, and I'm not gonna take it too far. I'm not gonna party for 5 days straight, I hope not. And yeah, just find the balance and enjoy. Like, similar to Uncle Mike does. Like, Uncle Mike can go to Ibiza and he can party for 2 or 3 days, and then he takes himself off to Marbella or wherever he goes, and he gets back into routine. So I'm gonna do the same. Probably gonna live in Marbella with Mike and Rob this summer, and we'll fly over to Ibiza for 2 or 3 day little sends here and there, and then go back to Marbella, get back into the routine. So yeah, like I said, if you are struggling with alcohol, feel free to message me on Instagram at LouisArmstrong7, and I'll try and give you my best advice. I'll send you a little voice note and try and help you any way I can. But like I said, if I can do it, you guys can definitely do it too. Anyway guys, we will wrap up the video there now. We'll wrap up the video there now. Sound like I'm from Belfast. Sure I do. Anyway, so folks, wrap up the video because in 10 minutes I'm about to go on a 20-kilometer run, which I absolutely do not want to go on, but I know it's good for me. So, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, drop a comment, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.